As a YouTuber, it is my job to read through my comments section and suckle my viewers of all their creative ideas. But more often than not, I find myself face to face with the most horrendous, freakalicious, down bad statements that would cause a Victorian child to go through all stages of the emo phase. So over the months, I've gathered the worst of the bunch, and am now gonna make you ride alongside me as I read them all out loud to the class. So do me a favor and buckle up, buckaroo, cause once we pursue the land of Timbuktu, you may just learn a thing or two. Can you make mommy ASMR? Maybe once I hit the 100 million subscriber milestone and transition genders in celebration, I'll be able to do this effectively for y'all. If I tried to sound like a seductive mommy in my present state, it'd probably sound like that one night my uncle snuck into my Pirates of the Caribbean twin-sized bed when I was 11 and started massaging my lower shoulders. Do you dry beat it or no? You see, I used to, until I started developing dick dandruff. I'm thinking about going back to it though, cause god damn, did that shit make for some hella good seasoning. I would never allow Bubba from pulling out. Buddy, you don't have control on that situation. Bubba only breeds with people whose genes meet his eloquent needs. I mean, you can drop to your knees as much as you please. Bubba will use you as his steed and implant his seed, and that'll be the only good deed your ass will conceive. Your meat's going nowhere near the big B, so please, kindly recede. This man is literally Chuck Norris level overpowered when choosing different thumbnails. I mean, there's a reason we're all here, right? I can just tell you're fucking 90 years old by the fact you just unironically compared me to Chuck Norris, bro. Get your fossil ass back in the nursing home, Shaquifa. Extra chromey homie is the best insult I've heard this week. I'm glad you liked it. Here's another one for you. You know what a Down syndrome person's favorite cheese is? Extra chromosome provolone. Now, if that made you shart and giggle, I expect a fat $100 donation within the hour. I have expanded my vocabulary so much listening to Noxy. Handshake. I'm just so happy to help with the expansion of your English literature. If you want to further evolve your intellect, consider visiting the Urban Dictionary, as that should be the default starting place for people just learning English. Homie, your take on marshmallows is peak. If you aren't giving your marshmallows the Anakin Skywalker treatment, then you're wasting your marshmallow. You see, this is fact. If your marshmallow doesn't look like the aftermath of my son after I toss him in the oven for 45 minutes, then your marshmallow is probably shit. This is of course a joke. I would never send my son into the oven. Unless he's Jewish. Okay, Jay, I may have taken that a little bit too far. Let's lighten the mood slightly with a comment more wholesome. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I showed one of your video to my dying grandma in the hospital. I know that very likely it would not have made a difference, but at the same time I think no one has ever tried it. I mean, we can't know it, but maybe your video can heal cancer at the same time as they make you have cancer. This is true actually. Maybe the reason the cure for cancer hasn't happened yet is because we're wasting all of our research funding on trying to find the perfect antidote when all we needed to do all along was put an even deadlier form of cancer against it, being one of my shitty videos. Or maybe instead of donating all the cancer research money to these useless charities, we just placed it all directly into my bank account, and that way I could buy Coca-Cola in its entirety, because we all know Coke is the real cure to cancer. I'm not even joking. I watched a 29-minute 38-second long Peppa Pig ad on your video. See, I would make fun of you, but I'm no better than you are. I unironically watch those shitty soap operas that pop up on my Instagram reel feed all the time. Matter of fact, that's why this video took 3 weeks to release, because I was busy doing very productive things like watching those videos. Are you scared being old? I'm gonna assume you're just asking if I'm afraid of aging in general, instead of outright saying I'm currently an old man. This is a yes and no. You see, I'm not afraid of myself becoming older. I'm afraid of what the 10 out of 10 goth chicks are gonna look like as they age with me. Noxy, can we please get a tutorial on how to pull a femboy? You know, I've answered this question before, so allow me to give you a visual demonstration. Let me suck your cock. I mean, suck my fuck, goddamn. I got a little nervous. I'll just stick to rizzing them up virtually. I'm sorry, but Ricky Berwick would absolutely fuck up Stephen Hawking. Unfortunately, I'd have to disagree. You see, Ricky may be able to connect a few right hooks on the big Steve, but once Steven starts talking out of his machine sounding like Ultron, Berwick's getting buried, and I guess you could call that the end of the Cripple War. Overwatch's first-person view. Character looks don't even matter there. End of story. Hey bucko, I'm not sure if you know this, but Overwatch is a 5v5 game, meaning you can see up to 9 players at once. 10 if you're including yourself and you hit an emo. So this whole argument is pointless and flawed, just like your entire existence. Maybe we should just make every character have Sombra's ability, and that way it'll be Schizo Watch. I feel like more effort was put into this than Oh my god, trying to get me to say a fucking slur. Then a job application and it's great. The fact that you got a blue comment off of that and not a single person is gonna click it is crazy. But yeah, so much grueling effort and research goes into these videos that I should honestly be awarded a degree. Oh my Nox, never, and I mean never, scare me with you turning to glazed Junkrat again. Thought we were gonna have to take you to the mental asylum. Dodged a bullet there. You're not getting the bigger picture. I did that for a very tactical reason. By mentioning how much I loved Junkrat, I was able to create a list of every Junkrat glazer who subscribed and swiftly banish them from my channel, as well as report them to the FBI for being clinically insane. You're playing checkers while I'm playing furry shades of gay too, a shade gayer. Honestly, Eminem should fear this man. The rhymes have come so damn far. Dude, I agree, my rhymes should honestly be a crime with how benign they fly off the line. My bars are more efficient than a Chinese sweatshop. They hit you harder than Wreck-It Ralph giving back shots. I'm here to inform that my splood shot out so fast it was considered a national threat as it flew like an airstrike into the country of Albania. Thanks, Nox. It was such a good experience I became a member. Now normally I wouldn't support terrorism, but when you're a member to Noxylicious's YouTube channel, you can pretty much get away with anything. Now I'd like to mention for legal reasons, this is a fact. Noxy, you should make a video ranking Overwatch Ultimates on how well they sound as a movie title. You know what, that's a good idea. How about I just speedrun a few of my favorites real quick. Battery operated boyfriend. The story of a badass outcast getting pegged by a dirty clanker. Nano boost. The only drug that could have saved George Floyd. Self-destruct. The story of Ronnie McNutt's cranium. Downpour. A Texan's worst nightmare as even an inch of rain can cause statewide genocide. Blizzard. The thing that literally murdered half of Texas. Happy birthday, Mr. Unkelicious. Listen guys, this is not a name I will be known by. You can call me Coxalicious, Cumsoxalicious, hell, maybe even Sloppy Topsalicious. But if I ever meet one of you guys in person, and the first words that come out of your mouth are, "What's up, Unkelicious?" I will make sure you are the last generation of your bloodline. Did I mention I have a gun? Okay, so I'm not gonna read this absolute fucking Bible verse in its entirety, but Fluffy Pink Panda here is accusing me of some very serious accusations, being that I'm a heartless cheater and that I'm pretty much using Cronus. Now, if you've ever seen one of my streams, which twitch.tv/Noxylicious_ by the way, I stream daily, as you guys know, but if you've ever seen one of my streams, then you know that this is straight baloney. I am just what they call goated on the sticks. My ability to move my fingers with such pinpoint accuracy comes from the endless nights I've spent alone playing with my own nipples. You just wouldn't understand, pandas. But this next comment could help you in getting started in the right direction. Julian Oliver says, get a job. So you know how there's those people at carnivals whose job is to blow up those balloon animals all day? Would that be considered a blow job? My friend Mainzana, he is not the alpha, bro. The other day he asked to have sex with me, yet he swears he isn't gay. So what I'm getting at is, he took the initiative to perform masculine man time with his homie, while you're sitting here bashing him on some beta shit. From the way you worded it, it almost sounds like you're more upset over the fact that you're not the alpha, over him asking to have gay sex with you. Seems a little sus, bro, just saying. Moira Main here. I'm a doctor IRL. So, does this mean you piss on your patients every time they get a scratch? Is there a chance you could, respectfully enlighten me on which hospital you serve at? I was on Steam and I saw a Bubba mod for the thing in Marvel Rivals. God damn it, bro. Maybe people were right. Perhaps PC really is the master race of gaming. This comment gives me the perfect excuse to make this switch, because I would never be mad at getting solo shattered ever again if instead of a fat fucking boulder clobbering my clitoris, it was Bubba bashing his fat rolls across the floor, blasting me into euphoria. Your voice is so boring I close my ears and just watch the gameplay that you obviously got someone else to play, because you are trash at Marvel Rivals and are the nastiest person alive. Jesus, bro. The only reason people watch your videos is because you sweat on making the attention-grabbing thumbnails while having your pants around your ankles. First off, I don't have my pants around my fucking ankles. That's disgusting. I have them off. And second off, I understand that my gameplay can't be found anywhere else, as I am the master whiffer when it comes to Bucky alts. But to close your ears for 10 plus minutes every video is next level commitment. I commend you for being such a saint that even though you have an anti-orgasm while watching, you still give me those watch hours like a good boy. I really can't tell if you hate the gays or you are a deeply closeted homosexual man in denial. Either way, you're awesome. I'd give you a pass on hating the gays if you do, just because of the thigh-high joke about Adam Warlock. Pussy squeeze. I'm wearing a short skirt, thigh-highs, and an oversized hoodie right now. First off, that last tidbit of information was highly unnecessary. I am horny. And yes, I despise the gays, because I can't stand when people are happier than I am. This is why I make make gay jokes so much, to hopefully reverse the ever-living sadness that resides in the pit of my stomach every day. But it never works. Instead, I just get horny. I feel like I've lit down my entire bloodline watching your videos, but I keep coming back for more. You haven't lit them down, they just don't know true art when they see it. Let me know if that made you feel better, cause I'll pretty much say anything to you guys nowadays as long as I keep getting that return viewer. Fortunately, these are bars leading me to the stars, infecting me better than the SARS. Dude, those bars were so smart, it's starting to make me want this.
Big ass to shoot out air right at you. Yeah, you want that?
This guy is the reason I don't use headphones in public. Now I got all the baddies staring at me. Well, I mean, I pray you at least had headphones in for the past 20 seconds, because that video is not meant to be shared to people. Matter of fact, you show that to somebody not in this generation and they'll probably fucking die on the spot. But other than that, yes, it is scientifically proven that confident men get bitches, and wearing headphones are a sign of beta gay boy behavior. So unless your favorite cereal is Fruit Loops, make sure you're playing my videos at max volume through your loudest speaker. Is it turned up? Trust me, I would never do anything to fucking blow out your eardrums. I promise. Thank you. Will you be my dad? I'm gonna have to humbly decline this offer for a multitude of reasons. For starters, if I were to be your dad, I wouldn't even exist. So that's already off the table. Like, do you want me to disappear without a trace? Second off, I already make about as much money as a fent-addicted fat prostitute with half a pussy lip, so there's no way in hell I'm paying your bitch-ass child support. Have fun living off of beans and toast, big man. I hope you're British. I'm currently taking an online poetry class. It feels demoralizing to know that this thigh ranking just dunked every single line I've ever written. Keep trucking, Nox. You're the gooch ovulating anal thumper. Listen, Octopus, poetry class really just places a limiter on your true creativity. Nothing you write in that class is gonna be memorable. You gotta pick up the pen on your own time to truly strike a dime. It feels like the second coming of raccoon eggs. Truly a man who's passionate of his work and takes both pride and care in the details and research of his work. Rack's actually my father, which explains why I am the way I am, because that man left without a word. Great video! Now you may be sitting there like, what the fuck, why did he include this boring ass comment in the video? Well, that's because I asked him a question that I really want the answer to, yet he never responded. Please, Snow Dragon, if you aren't aware of what your Alaskan counterpart is, please educate yourself by looking up an Alaskan snow dragon and get back to me. What is this heavenly commentary absolutely railing my inner ear right now? I am just a vessel of the Lord spreading his gospel to as many virgin ears as possible. You are not a real Overwatch enthusiast until you watched one of Nox's videos. This is a factual statement. You can watch as many flats, tier lists, and Frogger gameplay videos as you want, but until you flip the page and take a proper gander at one of my videos, you haven't experienced the full Overwatch pie yet. Thank you, Noxy. This was very informative. Mommy uppies. Ew, what the fuck? Why would you say some cringy ass shit like that in my comments? I'm a grown ass man. You expect me to want mommy uppies? Ugh, bro, like this is truly what's wrong with today's society. Wait till Nox finds out women watch his content. I actually knew this already. Your grandma hits me up every time I upload. Bro took my Pepsi comment to heart and chose violence. Let's just agree that RC Cola is better than both. This is a fake person. No human being is gonna sit there and have such a wrong opinion. RC Cola tastes like the aftermath of a 400-pound sweaty man's asshole after a bukkake. Literal lobotomy patient take. Loki's name is pronounced Lauki. Thank you for the astute correction, pizza man. I bet you eat cheese pizza too, huh? Nasty bitch. I like watching you hit every shot and ability, but with the ultimate every single time. Is this not a common occurrence? Every time I get 3 to 4 kills back to back, I get so overwhelmingly aroused that I pre-ejaculate my ultimate, causing me to miss. At this point, I may as well just never use my ult, because more often than not, it just fucks up my flow. Alright, I'm about done with this. Let's do one more comment, and then I'm cutting this video's umbilical cord. You're gay? I'm going on another 3-week break.